I'm going to start with the little stuff and then bring it to the big problem. This here, is this anything besides the weed? And anybody know what it is? Looks like a little, is it just a weed? Well, I've been throwing seeds down, so I don't know if it's some kind of a thing like that. That was a while back. And then I also have, and it could just be a weed. My husband says it's a weed, but if you know what it is, let me know. The leaves are starting to change. The chlorophyll from the sun is leaving with the less daylight hours, so the trees are starting to think about changing color, just a hair here and there. But this here, it's tall. Anybody know what it is? My bees absolutely are going crazy on it. And yes, we do have beehives. We have to get into the bee yard. But anybody know what it is? Let me know. And here is our dilemma today, because we're cleaning, and I'm cleaning inside, Clay's cleaning outside, and he says, "Hey Ruthie, what is this?" I'm looking up online, and I don't think it's anything that, it's something we planted, but we don't know what it is. Clay, you want to talk about it?
Come here and have a seat.
Okay. Want me to go take a, you want to take the camera?
Just bring one of the medium size over.
I'm going to have you do that, because I'm all cleaned up to clean. He hates it when I do that to him.
She does that all the time. I'm so
well,
clean.
I'm cleaning the kitchen stuff. So,
I'm exhausted from digging these things out.
yeah, tell the how. Oh, we don't know what these are, and we think they've been only growing about 3 years, because we know what we've been moving and putting around.
Well, we threw some suckers into some buckets with dirt in them.
We thought it's not Rose of Sharon, because those were one.
Well, we've already matched them up with every leaf we've got in
and
the yard.
mulberry, but we think it's way too big. Not pear.
It's not a fruit tree.
Here, show it next to your hand and everything. It's not a
The
fruit
leaves
tree.
are extremely large. She says it's mulberry, but it's not. Mulberry leaves
Well, that's
are
the
smaller.
closest I could figure.
Mulberry leaves are smaller.
But you can see, it's only about 3 years growth, right?
Yep.
And show him the leaf for good.
That big one laying down on the ground is the biggest one.
And he actually had to, which is partly why he's tired. He's been out
Taproots are going right out of the bucket right into the ground.
He had to like cut it out of the ground to get it away from the greenhouse. But
They're about 8 to 9 feet tall.
it's the bottom of the leaf, the top of the leaf. Show the leaf next to your hand again, love.
It's good. It's as big as my
It's as
hand.
big as his hand. Anybody know what it is? Because we don't. We're going to probably go to the library later. Looked online. Sometimes it's hard, so we might go to the library and figure out there.
We took clippings off apple trees. We took them off on peach trees. We took them off the mulberry. And I had them in that wagon sitting alongside the greenhouse for 2 years. And I needed the wagon last year, and I took it, set the buckets on the ground.
So, well, I knew I wanted to replace my hazelnut, and then we got some Rose of Sharon. Clay,
The bark and the sticks themselves look like apple.
yeah, I almost thought they looked a little bit like an apple too. But I don't think we would have tried to grow an apple, because usually apples have to be grafted and such.
No,
Oh, they don't? Well, Clay would know more than me. All right,
they only graft them to have stronger root systems than that.
okay,
But these things, I had to clip them out of the ground. They got plenty strong root systems.
But those leaves are stumping us. So, because of the size, I mean, they
But the
almost...
stalk looks just like apple.
And then this one, I mean, look how much growth we got in a year, you know? But we know that we planted them because they were centered in the pot. And Clay had his surgery and things, so everything got set aside.
For the past couple of years.
Yeah, so because of all that stuff.
I'm just starting to get things caught up. And it's not going very fast because winter's approaching.
Winter is coming.
So I still got a little bit more to clean up in the front, and then the rabbits can just clean the grass off.
And we got to dig out our horseradish yet, which we did that on purpose. We just kind of let it be, but we're going to move that.
Well, some of it's right in the ground.
Yeah, some of our horseradish, which we're going to let the bunnies really are liking it, so we'll let them eat some more down, and then we'll...
I'll clip it off and throw it out in the middle of their fence.
Yeah, and then we'll just take... You can eat the leaves, but we're going to take it out and just probably do some horseradish, because we both love it.
I'm going to trim the horseradish right down before I take the bucket out of there. Then we can set the bucket on top of the stump or something. If that hasn't grown into the dirt too. Hey, this had some, well, look at the tap roots coming out of the bottom of them buckets.
I mean, usually I don't think you grow a plant that gets that big in a year. I have no idea.
That's been 3 years.
3
now.
years, I'm sorry guys. 3 years. So he's out here burning brush, cleaning up the rabbit pen. We're digging out like the pots and deciding what we're gonna save. I'm inside doing the lady work. He's outside doing the man work. And he got into this mess, and now you hate to throw them out if it's something we could use and plant, and you hate to keep it if it's scrub.
Well, I could transplant it in a bigger bucket.
I mean, we are trying to like enclose our yard to make it look prettier, but we'd like to enclose it with things that we want, like our gooseberries. We got elderberry, so we are working on things, and we're debating about whether or not we're going to keep the pond. Part of us really wants to get rid of it, only because it's only been a job for us and not a fun job. It's just big in a weed eating mess every year. But I don't want to wear my husband out because, you know, one-man show today because I have to get the girl stuff done.
This tall grass keeps tripping me up, so.
Right, because, well...
Almost fell twice.
And the mole problem was gone because we used to have like these big holes in the yard from the moles.
The cats have been getting them.
Yeah, it was almost like sinkholes, and which is bad for Clay.
Yeah, because I stepped in some holes before it fell on my face.
And then the back porch was messy all summer because I didn't even clean it like I normally do because we were debating what we were going to do there. We even talked about enclosing it, which I don't know if we will or not for extra storage. I'd like to, but Clay's got a lot to do, so I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm keeping these trees.
Right, we don't even know if we're going to keep the trees. Well, if worst comes to worst, put them to the road. Well, we'll probably just burn them.
I'll just burn it up.
Ranch, what are you doing? You're going to go inside the trees and play? Thank you. Of course. It wouldn't be a tree if the dog didn't get to check it out. What do you think, boy? Huh? It's Mama's baby. Yeah.
Still got some more to trim. More buckets to pick up. It's been a job. Now I'm making a mess outside the fence, but a lot of it's going to be in the burn. I burnt the pile off today. The burning pile.
Yeah, you got that done.
To fill it up again. I think I'm just going to cut these off. If I don't know what they are...
Well, why don't we go to the library and at least figure out what they are before we dump them? I mean, I know you're tired.
I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay, we can dump them.
I'm going to get mulberries. I'll start new.
Right. I mean, I can't think what they possibly could be. If we weren't that excited about it, it's probably...
If there were mulberries, we would have had mulberries in spring.
And I think there's a male and a female mulberry.
As big as they are.
But the thing about it is the leaves are so big. Well, no, some of the trees take longer. I don't know. I was looking online. I think mulberry. Somebody had them on sale for $25, like a little tree.
Yeah.
If you have mulberries, I mean those. We have a tree and we love it. It's actually probably my
needs to be
favorite
replaced
berry.
because it's too big.
Yeah, we got it. It wasn't. You have to kind of keep them small. Ours is just really big. But you don't...
When they dug the hole for that while I was at work, they put a 15 or 20 foot tree in there, which is a little bit much. They always did things. My ex-wife and the neighbor always did things when I wasn't home, which makes me think they were doing something too.
I don't know. What's the matter, Pee-Pee? But I thought that was the cat. It's the bunny.
Don't eat my clippers. Bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of pots I have to pick up.
Well, I can come help you. I just got to get a couple things. I know you want dishes and laundry, and
you take care of your stuff. I've got a couple of buckets over here. I got to clip that long weed down.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to let them chew that off.
Because I'm looking at the time. I want you to wash your hands, go get the onion, come in and take a break, and finish this tomorrow. I know that I'm leaving a job half done, but you can't be that tired, Clay. You've been out here for a long time. You haven't eaten.
Right. Just have to take a break every day.
I know, but you haven't eaten.
Yeah, I had breakfast.
And, well, I know, but you need to come in and wash your hands, clean up, go to the store and get an onion, come back home and eat a sandwich.
Gotta have eggs for breakfast.
Take a break.
I've got to make some zucchini bread yet.
Yep. So we'll take a break. I got to keep them in order. Did you take your pills this morning?
No, I've got to sort them.
You got to do that. You told me you got to sort them the other day.
I know. I had a couple of them.
Well, you got to sort your pills tonight. This job is done.
Well, it's not done. It's far from done.
Today, for now, nothing's gonna get it. If they get it,
taking these trees out was a pain in the butt.
Well, I saw what he was out here doing, so I know he's had enough today to do. He's already done a bunch of burning, a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of cleaning, a bunch of digging, and I'm just pilling around the house doing girl stuff. But his stuff is, he's 62. I want to give him a break.
62 is still young.
Yeah, you can work all day, I know that, but I know that what else you have on your plate to do today. So I know that you need a break because you haven't eaten. My husband is a type 2 diabetic, but God's healing him, so it's just temporary.
Well, I can do more now than I could 3 months ago, so.
That's right.
I'm healing a little faster each day. But.
See, the thing is I believe God heals people, but I also believe that Jesus is the great physician, so you just don't know how he works. And so when you take an aspirin, take it in faith. Eventually, God said some people, God prayed for some people and it was slow. Some people use medicine and some people got instant. So who am I to tell God what to do? Why are you eating leaves and grass? Do you like that grass? He's just nosy. And there's
they usually
Charlene.
Eat grass when they got a bellyache.
Well, he always must have a bellyache. He's always eating grass. Man, there's
it helps them to throw up if their belly's upset.
There is Shorty, my 7-toed cat.
Definitely gotta get rid of that tree. You're busting it all up.
Yeah, thanks, Branch. What if it was something good?
Thanks,
His name
Branch.
is Branch.
I don't have to dig a hole.
Our other dog, he passed away, Storm. That dog dug a hole every day, everywhere. You give him a donut, he dig a hole.
He had to bury everything.
He'd have to bury everything. He was a border collie, and he was a trap. He was a good dog.
Buried everything on his border.